Hey, family, welcome to another episode of the Black Man's Roundtable. I am your host, Rodney Butler, and today, today we have a very special guest on, who is the first actual guest for our locally owned black business series that we're doing, and he go by the name of Patrick Thompson. He is the founder and CEO of HeyVirtualAssistant.com, Just in Time DJ Entertainment LLC, and Dockside Rides LLC. We'll say that three times fast. And before we get started, in our deep conversation that we're going to have about some of the pros, cons, ups, downs, good, bad, and ugly with owning a locally small business, we're going to have Patrick to kind of give us a quick synopsis of those three very unique businesses and the services and the goods or whatever that they provide. Patrick, how you doing, man? Take it away.
Um, Hey, I'm doing good, Rod. I appreciate you having me on here today. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yeah. So tell us about, you have the three different businesses. I guess you can start with Hey Virtual Assistants, and then Just in Time Entertainment, and then Dockside Rise. Tell us just a little bit about those three owned businesses that you have.
All right, Rod. So first, the Hey Virtual Assistant. That's what you see here now. But I feel like I really have to start with the Just in Time
Okay.
DJ Entertainment
Yes.
because I've been doing that since I was 14 years old. I've been a DJ since I was
Wow.
14. Um, but yeah, Just in Time DJ started from a kid and with well, a lot of friends that we always went to the parties. We were the life of the party. Just we knew the music everybody liked to dance to, right?
Right.
And back in the day, you had CDs. So those CDs, we made the best CDs and put all the best songs in order. And that's how we kind of got started. We would all go to the parties. People knew we were the go-to people. And at that time, I called myself a DJ, but I didn't have no equipment. There were just CDs, and people had players at their CD players, and we just put CDs in there, right? So um, I started in catering in Carrollton, Georgia, and as in my high school years, and I was busting tables, cleaning, and I saw people out there dancing and have a good time. And I was like, I want to be a DJ. I said I could. I was out there, busting my butt, cleaning things, and people out there having fun. The DJs out there interacting with them, and I really thought that I could do a better job, Rod. I said I can get those people out there on the dance floor. I knew the songs that they wanted, and I heard the things that the DJ was playing. So I said that I wanted that to be
Hmm.
me. I went to church one day. I said, hey, I want to be a DJ. And somebody from church gave me two little Radio Shack speakers, and I had to go, where you used to wire them in with the speaker wires
Yes, sir.
themselves. Went bought an amp and a cheap mic from that, and I started and got my first gig in Villarica through my dad. It was a middle school event, and Rod, the setup did not look good at all. It was cords everywhere. It was just a table. We didn't have a lot back then. Some speakers all underneath the table, and
Yeah.
all this. It was crazy. But that's how I started. That's how I started.
Okay.
Um, People told me DJs back then didn't make money, right? They DJs didn't make money, right? Teachers or just my I love my mom. She believes in me, but back then she thought I was wasting my money. And I guess one lesson from that is like, you need equipment. Equipment is expensive. I'm in high school. I have summer jobs. I always worked, Rod. Always worked since I was young. Middle school, high school, summer jobs. And I remember I had $150 in my bank account, and I saw a speaker set for sale at a yard sale, and I was very hesitant. I said, "Mom, come check this out," and I want her approval. And by the time I went to the bank and just made that say yes for myself, the speakers are gone, and they were worth over $3,000 to $4,000 of stuff. They were just a band was trying to get rid of. So from that on, I really pushed hard, and I got equipment, myself. I went to one of the rental places, bought my first setup, and it was like a little cheap speaker set, that they marked the price up on me. So, but I had to start some way, and that's how I did it. Just in Time DJ is my baby because I tell my team we get one night to get it right. We have 10 DJs now on staff. We have a total of about 20 people that work for us between the photo booth, and we have a warehouse guy that. So it's more than just DJs. We have photo booths. We have 6 photo booths. We have lighting. We have generators. We throw big tailgates. We're corporate events. So like anything corporate, anything wedding. We do a lot of proms. All the West Georgia schools and East Alabama schools. We have all those too as well, and Marietta as well. So we just added fireworks too as well to our arsenal right there to kind of help our schools like just keep everything together. That one-stop shop, right? And sorry, I hope I go off.
No.
But so just in time.
Yeah, DJing ain't what it used to be. I know that for a fact. I just had an event myself not too long ago, a few weeks back, and it had been just maybe a few years since I had hired a DJ, and I'm telling you that just in that short period of time, the changes of what DJs used to do 5 years ago and what they do now is totally different. So I feel you, and I think anybody out there who's listening and watching us right now who's had an event recently and then they had one maybe 5 or 6 years ago, the last time they had one, I think they can agree and attest to what we're talking about.
Oh yeah, and those changes, like you said, you always we're trying to adapt. If you're not adapting, you're dying essentially, right? So we always had to pivot. Even with COVID when it hit, that took a toll on us, Rob. It really did. We lost everything. I'm not saying we lost everything. We lost all of our events. We had to stop. Of course, everybody did, right? But we bounced back and we're doing better than ever. So.
Hey, what about Dockside Rides?
All right, Dockside Rides is a boat rental and jet ski rental. So if you're looking for you want to come out, you want to have a day out with your friends, or you want to have a day out just a fun on the lake or something. That's what Dockside Ride is. Alatoona, Lake Lanier. It's okay. It's safe. We keep it safe out there while we're out there on our boat at Lake Lanier, and we're working on Lake Wedowee out near in Alabama. Okay, so any rentals, things like that. If you're just having a bachelor party or you just want a sunset cruise through one of those lakes, that's what Dockside Ride is. And then we have a lot of, like I said, bachelor parties, birthday parties, and we'll set up shop on the lake. With us being DJs as well, we're able to help facilitate those kind of things as well.
Okay, and quickly before we get into the meat of this interview or this conversation that we're going to have, quickly a little bit about HeyVirtualAssistant.com.
All right, Hey Virtual Assistant, we empower businesses to do the best thing that they do. We try to take a lot of stress off of business owners. I'm a business owner, and so I get it. And Hey Virtual Assistant was created because I saw a need in the market that I wasn't getting with my DJ business and my other businesses. So that's why I created Hey Virtual Assistant.
Okay, cool. All right, and for those of you that's taking notes, at the very end, we will have Patrick to let us know at the end of this video of how you can get in contact with him if you need any of his services or want to know any of the about any of the stuff that we're going to talk about during this conversation that we're about to have. All right, Patrick, to kick it off, what inspired you to start a local business? And how do you believe it contributes to the fabric of our community?
Well, Rob, what inspired me is just seeing people going through the same thing that I'm going through. I'm a big networker, and I really believe your network is your net worth, and just the people you pour into, they'll be able to pour into you as well. So I feel like the businesses, virtual assistant, Hey Virtual Assistant, or Just in Time DJ, we're in the people business. So and I love the people business. People can say it's stressful or whatnot. It is, but I feel like it's very rewarding because we get a result for them, right then and right there, and they're able to kind of share that, and we can continue doing that over and over and over. We're in the people business, and that's what I love doing. And so what really inspired me is just like the people, essentially, helping as much as I can, pouring into people as much as I can, and also pouring into my team, because I love to see, especially DJs or people who, they started off, didn't know how to DJ or didn't know how to dance or was very shy. My goal is to get them out of that and get them to a better place. And you can leave us, that's fine, but you're going to be better than you left us. And even our clients, I want you better than you were when you got to us. So that is my goal, and that really inspires me. It really does.
Cool. And that's the way it should be. Yes, sir. Can you share your journey of business ownership? Share just a little bit of your journey with business ownership with us.
It hasn't been easy, Rob. As you said, we're always trying to find the next big thing, or trying to, sometimes we're having to pivot, or we're trying to figure out what are our clients like. You can try to add on all these things, but if the client doesn't want it or they're not going to pay for it, I mean, you're heading in the wrong direction. So we always try to find something that the client enjoys and that they'll talk about, that they'll share on their own. It's not about the cool gadgets that we have. It's all about the result that we can get with those gadgets, right? I can tell you all about all the cool speakers that we have and things like that. But at the end of the day, you just want to have a fun party with your family and your friends. I tell my people, we get one night to get it right. We get one night. People don't get this chance all the time with all their peers and their family and their friends to have fun and enjoy stress-free. So that's what we try to provide that for people every weekend, every day, every weekend. So we have multiple events throughout the weeks and throughout the weekend. So that's my end goal, Rob.
Appreciate it. Let's talk about some common challenges. Common challenges that you have faced as a small business owner, and how you manage to maintain your mental well-being amidst these changes, because people do need to know before they go into small business, locally owned business, that there are some mental challenges with that. And so I would be glad, and we talk about mental health a lot on the Black Man's Roundtable. So I would be very happy to hear you talk about the mental challenges of business ownership.
I feel like when you're a business owner, there's always, I say, fires that you have to put out. Before we got on the phone with you, I need to set this thing up, but we had some things that with Hey Virtual Assistant that I was talking to my assistant about. I was like, look, hey, y'all handle it for right now. I have to figure this out. But I feel like always being available, like, because we're, as owners, especially when you're small, you're starting off, you're doing everything yourself. Since I said I'll start off when I was 14, from 14 to 25, 26, I was always doing things by myself. I was always DJing on the weekend. It was me. I had friends that helped, and I would, find the right people. I always found the right people to kind of help me get this thing along, right? But always being available. You're never able to turn it off, and thinking that you have to do everything. You don't have to do everything. And so besides owning a business, I'm actually a police officer too as well. So that plus all of that, and me trying to answer calls, do sales, payroll, research and development, and just like the trends and trying to train our people, that's a lot for one person. It really is. So for me, I had to learn how to trust my people. Divvy out the things that needed to get done in the business. I had to find solutions in order to make those things get done without me doing them. And for me, the mental health part is, if you're not doing that and you're trying to do everything, you're going to get to a breaking point, which I've been through many breaking points in my life, especially with business. But did I give up? No, I didn't. I haven't. I just found the solutions for it, Rod. Right. I found the solutions.
Yeah, and we have to learn how to. I think one of the hardest things, Patrick, in business ownership and in business kind of period, even on like regular jobs, where you don't own the business, but is delegating. And people really, I don't know, I think also in our community, it's even harder sometimes to delegate to others. But like you're saying, if you really want to save your mental health, you better learn how to delegate. So that's for sure. Okay.
You're gonna go crazy if you don't. You're gonna go crazy if you
Yeah,
don't.
and people have to understand.
Or you're burnt out.
Yeah, people have to understand. You're not, like I tell people, you're not delegating. You're delegating authority, not responsibility. And so you still going to be overall responsible for everything that happens with all three of these businesses. But at the end of the day, some of that authority has to be delegated. And so let's talk about some strategies or practices you've found helpful in managing stress and maintaining a healthy work-life balance as a small local business owner.
Being around my peers, people like me, talking about the challenges. I'm a part of some networks, Young Professionals of Atlanta. I'm on the board there, and that's one Wednesday of the month. And it's just to me to get in the room and kind of talk about things, and not even if it's not just business related, we can talk about a little bit of everything, because I've built friendships. It ain't just about like who are you are and what can you do with me, but it's able to talk to them about my problems, because they're going through the same thing, right? Somebody's going through those same things that you're going through, and also I always wanted a boat, so also turning it into a business, but also it's a getaway for me. A lot of times, right, I'll go captain the boat for a group of people just to get away for a little bit, right? If I'm free, I'll go captain it, because it being on the water for me just helps my mental. I love being around water. I love being on the beach and things like that, and I feel like doing those things for me. Like I said, I'm a people person. I love people, so just being around those people that love me and they take away the stress. That takes away the stress for me, Rod. Right.
Okay. All right. I think a takeaway for me for that is that old saying, birds of a feather. And you really have to, flock with the people that are doing what you're doing. I'm not saying give up everybody around you because you just, became a business owner, a small business owner, but you're only cheating yourself or hurting yourself if you're not collaborating and talking to, even about, like you said, small stuff that's not necessarily about business, talking to other small business owners, because you realize how much you have in common, and that goes back into helping your mental wellness.
It does. It makes a big difference. So I say always find your circle and find some things that you can relay those messages to, somebody that you can talk to. So I believe in that a lot.
Absolutely. You spoke about it a little bit, your insights, but let's talk a little bit about your some insights and lessons learned that that you as an entrepreneur have benefited, or that other people can benefit from, aspiring business owners in navigating the challenges of running a small business. You talked about it a little bit, but just go a little bit deeper in it for me.
Resistance. It's going to be hard every day. Every day is going to be a different challenge. It may be easy for some times, but the hard days do come. So having that resistance and that resilience just helps out a lot. Because I just want to be able to keep pushing and keep going, right? Also being able to, I guess, trust. You have to be able to trust, and not only just trust, but because it is your baby. I get it. But there are people that are better than me at doing that thing than I am. So when you talked about delegation earlier, I had to learn how to delegate properly, especially with VAs. And sometimes they're in the Philippines, or they're in other countries, or they're a few states away, right? You have to learn how to delegate properly and know, who you can give certain tasks to and who not to, and who does better than this. And so for me, delegation changed my life too as well. And that's something I had to know how to do. also with the DJ company, we know who to put on different events. I had to learn my people, so learn your people, learn their skills, and learn their strengths and weaknesses too as well. So I think those are very important, and that's some of the things that I've learned. Also, if someone finds a better opportunity, help them. And I'm saying if there's even like if that's with your staff or your clients, if I know something is better for them, I'm gonna say, hey, that's better for you. Or a client, this person would be a better fit for you. So we have to learn. Rodney, I used to get mad when people want to quit or leave us, or they had a better opportunity. I used to get mad. It used to anger me. But now I try to help them. I try to assist them. Like seriously, with what I have, I try to assist them if we can. Because of that, I was like, hey, you know what? That will be a better fit. And sometimes they're some of our best people, but if they're able to grow, I feel like that's my part that I need to do to kind of assist them and encourage them, to be honest. So,
well, I just had this conversation with a couple of good friends of mine, and you have to expect and be prepared to lose your best people, right? So if you got someone, if you got a group of people and they're not going off, they're not leaving you, they're not doing something, going to other places, you might want to recheck and see if you got the right people around you. But yeah, we have to be prepared to lose our best and brightest employees, subordinates, or whatever it is that they are, because they're gonna go. And I'm glad to hear you say that you helped them at first. But that's human nature. At first, you got upset about it. You wasn't happy about it. But then you adjusted, and now you're at a place where when they leave, you want to help them.
Oh yeah.
So
I try to leave every relationship I'm in better than I found it, like I said earlier, and that includes people who either quit or they find something better, because you never know I might need them one day, or they might need me too as well. So, and if I can assist with their progress, why not?
Yeah, I mean, instead of looking at them as former employees or whatever, you have to kind of look at them now as partners in what you're doing. So, yeah, that helps. Let's talk about some unique advantages you believe local businesses have over larger corporations, particularly in terms of connecting with their community.
I feel like being in the community, and being a smaller business, that you know people, like I met you now, I know you, right? And a lot of times people don't know the faces in the corporate. Right. They know, they might know somebody, but it's like they're not as accessible as I am. Right. So I feel like we have those advantages, especially with the connection, because we're able to do stuff. We're out there, your Girl Scout cookies. We're giving you money for that. Your son, your daughter's a dance recital thing. We're giving money for stuff like that. I'm buying. I catch myself buying cookies and donuts and stuff like that. So the money, so when you spend money with us and then we're able to give that back to our community, I feel like that's very important. And I've been trying to, even our schools, we're able to pour into them. I want to do some scholarships that I'm trying to work on for our schools. I want to do a just-in-time DJ scholarship, because we're out there doing your proms, we're doing we're part of that, and eventually we'll be doing your weddings eventually, right? So we're trying to figure out the best way for us to bring as much value to our customers as we are to everyone, right? So we can do that. Corporations, they have access to do that, but they don't know who you are. They really don't. We know who you are. We see you. So I think that's very important when you're a local business, to definitely be connected. That's why I wanted to be a part of the Roundtable and things like that. The chamber. I just moved to Douglasville. I bought a house. I've been here for 2 years, and like I said, I'm from West Georgia already, so in Carrollton area. So I was like, that's 30 minutes there, 30 minutes to Atlanta. I'm here. Douglasville is growing.
Yes.
And I feel like the people here, I want to get a part of that more because I know I can pour more into the people, the entrepreneurs, the businesses. I can help them grow. I know I can. And I can help our schools. I can help our kids. Like we love, but the first time we did a parade here with Justin and DJ, we got the Christmas parade. We got the award, second place. That was good. We got second place there. Yeah. And so we're excited. Like we're excited to bring our energy here to this area. I'm excited to help out the business owners, the small business owners, because our team, we prepare for that, and that's what we're going to do. And our young professionals too as well. There's a lot of programs in Atlanta that we go to for that. Why is that's not out here? So, and we're preparing for those meetups too, Ronnie. Yeah. So I'm excited.
And Patrick, look, I'm excited for you. There is a movement in Douglasville, Douglas County look, we love Atlanta. Don't get me wrong. We love the access. We love Mercedes-Benz Stadium and all the other things that's in Atlanta, the zoo and everything, right? But in Douglasville, Douglas County, we're trying to do everything we can to keep our money inside of the county, inside of the city. And so, and we'll always do enough to make sure Atlanta keeps going. There's no doubt about that. But at the same time, as we research, you and your businesses, we did a deep dive and realize how much you're giving back, how much you're trying to connect and partner with other businesses and other agencies, even government agencies and things like that. And so notice, I didn't, we didn't have to ask you for a picture for the flyer, right? It's like, oh, these guys already got a picture already on the flyer. It's like, yeah, because we do research people, before we allow them, on this network. And I'm telling you, we absolutely love what you're doing, and just look forward to helping you build and grow, because at the Black Man's Roundtable, I tell you, we are definitely part of wanting for Douglasville, Douglas County to stand, to have the ability to stand alone, but then also to be able to partner and collaborate with the communities around us, to include Atlanta. But we want to keep our dollars here as much as possible, because there's a lot of work to do in Douglas County and Douglasville, and small business owners like yourself really help out a lot in that, especially the way you're running your businesses and the way that you're doing it. Let's see. I got some notes here that on the computer, so I want to just look before I go into the next category. Let's see. Okay, I do want to talk about this one before I talk about the last category, and it is let's talk about the ways that you prioritize building relationships with your local customers and community members, and how does that impact the success of a small local business like yours?
Showing up. You have to show up. Of course, I can't be everywhere, but I want to be involved doing the things, being at the birthdays or things that I can be at. If it's open to the public, I'm going to try to be there, right? If it's an invite, if I get that invitation, I'm going to try to go. The only way to build those relationships is to get to know that person. When I looked at y'all stuff, I wanted to figure out who are these people that I need to know to get my voice heard, because I have ideas for this county and the things that we can bridge, like I said. So I think just getting out there, doing I'm going to say dirty work, or just go walking around, getting people to know who you are. You have to. If I don't know who you are, I can't buy from you. I can't try. If I don't know you, I mean, nothing's going to happen. There's no transaction that can happen when I don't even know who you are. So my biggest thing is, Rod, is I'm out there, I'm going, like, I love the AMP stuff now. I'm out there just meeting people. And I remember one lady, she said she was from Gray Star. She said, I met you at the concert, and, like, we need DJs and stuff like that. So it was amazing. So, and you see that happening, and I saw that for myself. And that was one event that I went to, and she called me. So I was just like, that's awesome. But, but it's gotta be genuine, so it's not just like, what can you do for me? I want to talk to them, actually figure out how we could help them, essentially, right? Or what can we do in this community to build? We want to host some of the Douglasville at the chamber events, like that network after hours events. I'm trying to partner with them and sponsor some of those too as well, because that's the only way we're going to do it, by being in the room and talking to people. Can't be shy in this game. You really can't.
I hear you, and they say when your mouth is closed, your business is closed, right? So, all right. Okay, Patrick, I guess let's talk about one more category here that it's still about prioritizing a little bit, but we're gonna let me see, hold up. Let me see, I took a note here. I wanted to close it with okay.
And Rod, real quick, and before,
go ahead, you got it.
You said that you want to keep the money, you want to keep our dollars here in Douglasville and Douglas County. And like I was telling, I met with some friends yesterday, and like I said, we love doing our stuff in Atlanta. We go there, we network, we come back, refreshed and like, oh, these are so many good ideas, but Atlanta's a different animal. We get it. But we wanted to be that bridge to talk to those people, to bring some of those dollars here to some of the businesses here, right? We want to, we have to let people know the talent and what's going on in our counties, in our area. Please don't sleep on Douglasville. We got some good places to eat. We got a great downtown. So we want to help those business owners too as well, from a marketing standpoint or a reaching out standpoint, and just like if they're not in the room, we're their voice for that room, right? I'm always, if you're not in the room, I want to be your voice, even if you're not there. A good voice. There are some bad ones, there's some good ones, but I want to be your voice. I'm like, I know Rodney, he's doing this show right here. Y'all need to check this out. Talk to him. I know this good restaurant. If you're going here, talk to them. Like a limousine, she owned a limousine company. Go talk to her. So I'm your voice when you're not in the room, and that's what I feel like people need that too as well. And for us too as well, we've been really blessed to have that word of mouth, and even in the pages and me. And when I moved to Douglasville, it was so hard to kind of figure out, like, you go to the gym, but you don't really want. They're all working out. Do you want to talk to them? I don't know. Like, I went to Orange Theory trying to figure out, should I talk to people there? Like, you build some friends and things, and sometimes some people don't have that, like, let's just do it attitude. Like, I'm not nervous to talk to you at all. So I'm a little country, but I'm still not nervous to talk to you. So I think just people, like, we have to be able to get out of our comfort zones to bring the things we need to our county and to keep the dollars here. So I want to be that bridge as well. So.
Yeah, and Patrick, I'm glad you kind of said that, because that's why we're doing an entire series of local small business owners. And when I say local, I mean local, Douglasville, Douglas County. And we have about 6 or 7 series that we're doing for this year for the Black Man's Roundtable, but I felt that one was one that was so important to do. We are very careful about which businesses we allow on this platform, but that's okay. We like I said, we want to do what we can to keep the dollars as long as it can stay in the county and in the city. And because we have a lot of projects, a lot of things that's going on. You can see, Douglas, you haven't even been here that long, and you can see the growth everywhere you look. There's something going on inside of Douglasville, Douglas County, and the money need to stay here in order for us to do that, but we got to be able to rely on our business owners in order to make that happen. And I think that Douglas County will become, or is becoming, or a fast growing entertainment hub, in the metro Atlanta area. And so having businesses, like what you do, is key. We have water systems out here as well, for your dockside rides and stuff. So, we just want to do what we can in order to help these small, local, very, very local businesses grow. And so it won't be the last time. We're going to continue to look at you guys. And one thing about the Black Man's Roundtable that we try to do is we try to build that coalition, of primarily it's been black men primarily, but we now building coalitions with everybody, right? But we needed to start where we needed to start, and we concentrated a lot on black men. And so because I felt that they were kind of being forgotten about, right? So, but that being said, we have, I've had chiropractors on the round table who are now partnered with lawyers that I've had on the round table, because in our community, a lot of times, right, the only time we see chiropractors is when we had an accident. If we have an accident, we need a lawyer. Right. And so I can't tell you how many times that people have called me to say, hey, give me the lawyer number or that chiropractor, or then they start doing business and I'm out of it. I'm like completely out of it. And now they're just doing business to business with each other. So that's what we've tried to do over the last 2 years, or going on 2 years of the roundtable. So I appreciate you realizing and understanding that. And Patrick, the last thing we'll talk about is, where did I put it? Okay. In your view, because I wanted you to talk about this specifically, in your view, what significance does community backing and available resources have in bolstering awareness and adaptability within the business environment?
Right. I really feel like our government and the people need to be able to recognize that we are the line here that is going to keep this money circulating. So it is very, very, very important that we get the support, and I'm saying support. When we have a price, if it's too high, or some people, they'll try to get the most out of you for the cheapest. Like, of course we're not the cheapest, but we're going to give you the best quality for what we can do. We're going to give you the best quality, right? So I just want people to know that you have to believe in those small businesses. Try them out. Refer people to them. And if you are able to help further their business, you need to do it. If there's a board person that you're trying to get some things voted on, help that person out. If you're in contact with that person, if you know that that representative or anything like that, right? The mayor or the city, I say if you can vouch for somebody and that's a good vouch, please help. If you see some people like me out here on this show, and these are reputable people on this show, say, hey, I saw him on that show and he's trying to do this, and now I see this in the papers. That's what we got to vote on this. Vote for those people to get past those things. Let's not let Douglasville be left out. And some people, like, we don't want it to be like another Atlanta or whatever it is, but Douglasville needs to grow in their own way, and they will. But we need support. We need things here. We need new things. We need new restaurants, new unique restaurants, not just fast food restaurants. We need new things, new entertainment options. So support the new business ideas, and don't be rude to it. Like, actually listen what they're trying to do. Don't be scared to bring something to Douglasville that you're not sure about. It could be a life changer for the people in that community. It really could be.
Touche. I will say this, that a lot of the leaders in Douglasville, in Douglas County, as far as elected officials and others, they are small business owners. So they definitely understand some of the things that our other small business owners are going through. So I can assure you that and tell you that. So, but also I think Patrick, is giving the small business a chance. Don't if you're what is it, just in time DJ, you hire them, right? And if they didn't do every single thing perfectly, don't drop them. They are a small business, and I think sometimes we have a tendency to want to hold some of these businesses to standards that they may not even be able to meet. And the beauty of the small business owner, the local business owner, is they're usually they might have to charge a little more than these big conglomerate businesses. But when you look at the services, like you said, when you look at how personable the people are, I had an event like I said a few weeks back, and every single body that I hired was local. There were probably somewhere between 16 and 18 people working for me that day, and it was all local. And the way I chose them was based on, well, I would say at least 60% of what went into hiring that local person or that local business, that local group, was how personable they were, because like I told them, I want for you to fit in, I want for you to fit in with the event that we're doing. Yes, by your uniforms and different things, everybody would know that you're working. But what I told them is that I want for, within a few minutes after the event starts, that they don't even see you as employees or contractors for this event. They see you as part of our event. And so personality went a long way. So yeah, I just think that we should give, the local business owner like yourself a little bit more grace, especially in our community. You know what I'm talking about, and you know how we can be. Real quick, like, oh God, you see everything wrong, but give them a chance. Give them a chance. So that's what I ask for people to do with what you've talked about today, Patrick.
And we're out here, right? We're out here hiring these high school students. We're giving them responsibilities. Just in Time DJ has some great students are from Alexander or Chapel Hill that they have responsibilities now, and these kids are amazing kids. Any of we send them to, we're sending them out to other areas, and they're coming back, right? I'm hearing all these good reports. This Jacob, he's one of my good guys. His brother working for us now too. He's from Alexander High School. He's killing it. Like I have heard nothing but good things. And where y'all from? We're out here in Douglasville, right? So, and that's all I hear. Like, hey, where y'all at? What part of the city y'all in? We're in Douglasville. So I want people to see we have good things going on here. We have the people out here. We have a lot of things. So we want them to invest into that, right? So I think that's an awesome thing.
Absolutely.
Right? Like you were talking
about.
And
look, Patrick, you're right. These young centennials, whatever they call them, Generation Y or whatever, they come with a unique set of skills that I think we need to tap into. And I'm so glad to see that you are tapping, and you got the right kind of businesses for it too. You are tapping right into some of the unique skill sets that these young people have. And you know what? If small businesses like you can keep these young people gainfully employed and gainfully active in something that helps them, then you know what? All of a sudden, the crime rate for those 13 to 19-year-olds, all of a sudden the crime rate just drops. Give them something to do. Give them gainful things to do like you're doing. And I appreciate it, brother. And they, it will help with crime and everything else. Appreciate it.
No problem, Rod.
Okay. All right. It's been good. And we're going to get ready to end it. But look, Patrick, once again, let the people know and we'll make sure that we put everything up in post-production for you so people know how to reach you and can get in contact with you. But let people know how they can reach you and, how they can reach you.
Well, on Facebook, I'm Patrick Thompson. My Instagram handles are DJ Pat ATL, DJ Pat ATL. I need to change that to Douglas. But that's where everybody knows me back for years. And justintimedj.com, and that's JUSTINTIME DJ.com, and heyvirtualassistant.com. You can get in touch with us at 404-913-5728. And I look forward to meeting you all and seeing how we can help you along the way.
Well, Patrick, congratulations on being our very first guest on our series for local owned businesses. And we plan on having quite a few more, and we plan on having you back, sir. We're going to continue to watch. Look for the email that'll be coming your way. It's going to talk about coalition building and some different things like that, and that'll be the last email for a while that you'll get from us. But look, I'm glad that you are wanting to be a part of a coalition, wanting to partner, and everything that we've seen out there about you is nothing but good stuff. And I think you, for a young guy, man, you really are head and shoulders above, where many people your age, men or women, are. So we appreciate having you on. And so anyway, Patrick, it was nice. It was good. And until next time, we will see you out in those streets and in those suites. Peace. Don't forget to check us out on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. Do you have show ideas or want to be on the show? Shoot us an email at blackmansroundtable@gmail.com. And please follow us on Facebook.